Alright boys, I'm nervous. I'm real nervous, man. Hold me. God damn it. We're on the free-to-play account where we've just... God. Last shard pulling video that went up, man, was on the main account. We pulled all kinds of prisms. It was a complete flop and just a waste of time. And when it comes to just Void champions in general and Void shard pulls on this account, we haven't really pulled anything all that great, man, to be honest. We've got like a Bellower here, we've got Gom, but that was from a fusion component. That wasn't from a shard pull that I got Gom Yellow Hand. Like, Gala Longbraids is the only good champion we've ever pulled from Void shards, man, on this free-to-play account. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Void shard pulls have not been good in like the 5.5 months that this free-to-play account has existed. It might be time to turn that luck around. Before we get to that, though, we've got a Prism Shard to pull. A free Prism Shard to pull that we grinded out on this free-to-play account, man. We got one shot, one opportunity at some game-changing legendaries right here. But honestly, there's even a bunch of epics that we're really hyped to get our hands on. Duck the Pierced would be great. Good old Skull Crusher would be amazing as well for a Demon Lord Clan Boss team. Very nice. Honestly, Hitatsu would be very solid also. And if not Hitatsu, then potentially Sepulchre Sentinel would also be pretty saucy for a Demon Lord Clan Boss team also. We got some good picks here. We're just hoping that it's not a Seeker and that it's not like a Morag or like one of the epics that we've already got. That would suck a hell of a lot. But before we get to this pull, man, if you're looking to join me on my free-to-play account and start your own free-to-play adventure, then now is the time to get that done, man, by clicking on my beginner promo link on laptop or PC, clicking on my beginner promo link down below this video at the top of the description box, and using that link to create your new raid account for all of the free stuff that you see on screen right now, man. Free legendary champion, it'll just appear in your inbox, Basilius Ruanus. As soon as you're done with the tutorial on that new raid account, that's how you know that the promo link has worked. Then as you level up the account, all kinds of free epic champions will start popping up in your inbox as well, as you can see off to my side just now, man. Best beginner promo link going. And I guess we just kick things off with the Prism Shard pull. Oh god, I don't even want to push the button, dude. I feel like I've just set myself up for disappointment right now, man. I'm really pessimistic about the shard pulls and about Prism Shards after like the past few Prism Shard pulling events, especially the last one on my main account where I really badly wanted to try and hit on the Newt. Let's just do it. We also hit Legendary last time we pulled a Prism Shard on the free-to-play account as well. And so, there is that. What's going on? Like, the chance of hitting 2 Legendaries in a row is like nothing, right? Epic pops out. It's a Narox, who's very middle of the road as far as like the epic champions go in this Prism Shard summon pool. He's okay, man. He's okay. 4-turn cooldown, AoE provoke, 75% land rate, also prays for effect damage buff on all allies for 2 turns. Not too bad. It sucks a bit that it's a 4-turn, but he does also place an ally protect on a 4-turn cooldown, gives himself a counter attack buff, and whenever an enemy attacks an ally under ally protect, has a chance of provoking the attacker as well. It's only a very small chance, 15% is very minimal, but you know, it's okay. His A1's actually probably like the strongest part of his kit. Double hitter, placing decreased speed, is actually like quite good. I think his reviews have him a bit underrated personally, but there you go, man. We hit on the Narox. We couldn't possibly hit Legendary again. Oh my god, dude. I was dreaming all last night before pulling these of what would happen if we just hit on the Wixwell, you know? Oh, yeah, like change everything with this free-to-play account, man, but gosh darn it. And now it is time to pull some Voids. I should mention, by the way, as I just pulled like the first 9, then we'll do 10 pulls, that the reason I'm pulling these Voids is because next month's Fusion, which I am actually looking to prepare for on this free-to-play account, you know? Could be a good one. I'm expecting it to be a very juicy fusion, actually. Why? It's like coming towards like the climax, the end of summertime. I'm expecting a big fusion as a result of that. And honestly, a lot of people skipped on the Hound, man. A lot of people skipped on the Hound. Like 2/3 of people skipped on the Hound if my YouTube poll that I put up on this channel is to be believed. And so I'm assuming Plarium are going to really step on the gas for next month's fusion and make it a big good one to get people back into using their resources and draining their resources on their account for everybody who skipped on the Hound, man. We actually pulled the Paragon. This is a damn good champion. 2-turn cooldown unkillable buff on his A2. I think that we now have Paragon and Nalhorn. I guess, ready to rock and roll now on this free-to-play account, which is going to give us an unkillable team into Phantom Shogun's dungeon one day. So this is going to be a very good build for us in the future, right? Paragon and Nalhorn can form the backbone of a Phantom Shogun's team that's like a set and forget. Once you've built the Paragon and the Nalhorn with the correct speeds and the correct stats, you're good. You never have to worry about that dungeon team ever again, which is a big blessing for such an annoying dungeon like Phantom Shoguns, man. So we've got 7 more pulls to do before we start pulling in stacks of 10. The Amaranthine Skeleton. I think this guy is a fusion component for a fusion that I still require to do on the free-to-play account, so that's okay. We're also looking for Cold Hearts, by the way. I still don't have a Cold Heart on this free-to-play account either, as you no doubt saw when I showed off my roster a little bit earlier on as well. Holo is a piece of crap. Let's go ahead and skip on past him. Does he bring like an HP burn? I might be talking a bit too much crap about Holo, man. If he brings an HP burn, I maybe take that back a little bit. Maybe he's okay, but... next up, Skirmisher comes out. Attacks all enemies, remove a random buff from each enemy. It is on a 310, you know. It's actually not that bad. Attacks from an enemy decrease 10 meter by 20% on crit. 310 cooldown there. And a double hitter air war. Maybe Skirmisher's actually an okay little rare champion for the Barbarians. You gotta be, you know, beggars can't be choosers on the free-to-play account. You know what I'm saying? Another rare pops on out. Selenia Nightcloak is actually quite good. Plus increased accuracy buff on herself and then attack in with an HP burn debuff. As far as rare HP burners go, she's pretty much the best in the game. Just because she buffs with increased accuracy, so that's fine. Only issue is we've got Supreme Gallic on this free-to-play account, who I got from like Ult Beginner promo code that's not active anymore, I believe. And so, yeah. I don't see myself building a Selenia anytime soon, man. Okay, 3 more mini pulls before we drop the nuts. Scrapper pops out. Do people still build Scrapper for use against Scarab King? So he attacks when enemy places a shield buff on himself, and so he gets like permanent shields on himself into Scarab. He also brings some HP destroy as well on his A2, which you do technically need into Scarab as well. Do people still build Scrapper though, like Blood Shield rings on 10 meter controller champions like Armiger and stuff, and then like throw a Scrapper on the team to destroy the boss's health? Feels like that's like a very old school way of taking on Scarab King compared to what you can just do with like a Metal Shaper nowadays, and that's like more like the accepted budget strat is what I mean, is like the Metal Shaper strategy into Scarab King. That's what I'm doing on my own free-to-play account anyways. Next up we pull a Bellower. This is a Bellower number 2, of course, on this free-to-play. I already touched on how bloody good Bellower is in many, many videos. Brings all the weak versions of debuffs, but then you get just the right blessing on him. Is it like Nature's Bounty or whatever the Nature's Blessing is? Turns all of your weak debuffs, or turns some of your weak debuffs into strong versions of that debuff, making Bellower one of the best rare champions in the game in terms of longevity on your account. We pull ourselves another Paragon. Okay, not particularly useful to have multiple of these until rare champion empowerment becomes a thing. I'm just going to check real quick on where we are in the champ chase. I'm not expecting to get any crazy good rewards here, but picking up like an epic tome would be very, very nice if we could get that. For now, it's just a little handful of gems, and yeah. Okay, let's get to this then. Let's get to this. Okay, we can't put it off anymore, man. It's time for the 10 pulls. I just got a bad feeling about these pulls, man. I just got a really, really bad feeling about these pulls. Again, we've been very, very unlucky with all of our Void Shard pulls in the past on the free-to-play. Here we go, man. Let's go ahead and just get these cracked. Renegade is good. Ooh, Shemel. Oh my god, did we actually have a Void Lego, dude? Supreme Kale. Okay. Okay, I don't even know what Supreme Kale does, bro. We just hit jackpot big time, then. This is already a good 10 pull with Inquisitor Shemel. Renegade's great as well, by the way. Fantastic little rare champion. One of the only very, very unique champion in the fact that she decreased cooldown of all allied skills by 2 turns at the cost of 30% of her max HP. But still, it's a very unique skill. I actually use Renegade in my Phantom Shogun's team on my main account. That's how good she can be if you build her just right. Shemel is excellent. Shemel basically makes you completely immune to True Fear effects. In fact, not just immune to True Fear effects by cleansing them instantly, but also filling your team leader's turn meter by 15% anytime you get a True Fear, making him a god into Hydra, which is great. Awesome. Like, more Hydra specialists, the better on this free-to-play account. Right now, the damage dealers I'm using into Hydra are like, oh god damn it, I get interrupted mid-sentence as we undergo server maintenance. Are you kidding me, dude? Okay, so the other damage dealer I'm using into Hydra is actually Supreme Gallic, so I can't really go and replace the Supreme Gallic with the Shemel or whatever, but honestly, the Shemel can probably just, like, replace the High Katoon, who's really not doing a whole lot in my free-to-play Hydra team, and that's what this is right now on screen, is what the free-to-play Hydra team looks like, and it's good enough to 1-key normal, and that's good enough for me for now, you know, with just where the team is in terms of skill books and stuff like that. But yeah, Shamil is definitely going to find a place on this team, or a Hydra B team. Either way, he's going to find a place somewhere, man. He's too good to not have in a Hydra squad. Oh, let me reconnect to the game, god damn it. I want to see what Supreme Kale does. Oh man, we needed that pull so bad. We needed that pull so bad on the free-to-play man from Voidies. We just need to find a cold hat now in the final 10, and then it's like my life is complete on this free-to-play, dude. Oh, we're back in, we're back in, we're back in. Okay, man. Supreme Kale, we finally get to look at Supreme Kale now, dude. Okay. Void Lego, the reviews are kinda meh. Really? Is Supreme Kale not all that? I swear I've got like a feeling that this guy's an absolute monster, man. Attack all enemies, 75% land rate weaken debuff for 2 turns on his A1 seems very bloody good to me. This debuff cannot be resisted. Dude, does he not require accuracy for any of his skills? I think I might remember that about Supreme Kale, man. Attack all enemies on his A2, 100% booked, chance of placing 3 poison debuffs for 2 turns on all enemies. These debuffs cannot be resisted. Dude, he needs no accuracy, dude. That's insane. 3-turn cooldown, also increase the duration of all enemy debuffs by 1 turn. Very, very good. Then it brings in attack all enemies, increase accuracy buff on allies for 2 turns before attacking. This is also a 3-turn cooldown. 100% chance of placing decreased resistance. This debuff cannot be resisted. Fill this champion's tear meter by 10%. For each decreased res debuff placed. Okay, so it's like a 40% tear meter fill, 50% tear meter fill against a full wave. Wow. How the hell does he have such negative in-game reviews, man? Were people just really pessimistic about this champion when he was first released? Were people wanting more, like, end-game usability, maybe, out of Void Legendary? For me, on an early game account, AoE Weaken to go up alongside Tholin's, AoE Weaken, AoE Poisons, triple AoE Poison on a 3-turn is nuts. Like, this is incredible. This guy's getting all my legendary bucks. Like, this is my next champion that I'm putting all of my legendary tomes into. Speaking of which, we still got some more shards to pull, by the way. We're not done just yet. Yeah, dude, I've been able to farm up like 8 more legendary bucks, man. Oh, Matthew's gonna be in the comments again. Matthew's gonna be raging, dude. Oh my god. We can't escape it now, man. He's gonna be accusing us of spending again on the account. If you know, you know. Let's go ahead and pull the final 10 void shards here, man. I'm nervous. I'm terrified. We've already won the game. Okay, we've already won the game. The only way this could get better, okay, is like another good void epic or like a cold heart, you know. That's like the only ways that I can think. Oh, for God's sake, it's the only ways I can think of where this can get better, man. Oh, I didn't even notice. Do we actually pull a gear grinder as well? Gear grind is actually pretty good. Rare champion reviver with some AoE healing as well. Not a bad little red champion to build on out. I'm sorry, Gear Grinder, man. I didn't mean to completely ignore the crap out of you as well. I'm just gonna pay the 3 mil silver, man, to expand our storage. Whatever, man. I did it. Let's do this. Let's do this, man. Cold heart. Cold heart. Another epic. Kafru the Deathkeeper. Is he actually any good? I kind of forget what he does. Haruspex is another rare champ reviver. We get the Skrank, dude. Okay. Skrank is a pretty good one. Faceless is a bit of a piece of crap. No cold heart, many paragons in this pull session. What does Kafru do again, man? A1, chance of transferring a random debuff from this champion to the target. Pretty good A1 against Griffin, I suppose. What's the rest of his kit? 3-turn cooldown, A2, attacks all enemies before attacking, remove 1 random debuff from all allies. Pretty good. Damage increases for each debuff removed. Also good against Griffin, actually. Also heals each ally by 10% of this champion's max HP if a debuff was removed from them. Maybe good into Eternal Dragon as well, actually, with that A1. Then place Unkillable buff and Taunt on this champion for 2 turns. 3-turn. Not bad for wave content. I suppose it is a 2-turn duration taunt, which is really something to be. It's not like some gnarly 1-turn duration piece of crap taunt. 2-turn duration is actually very good for wave content, and so maybe building them like 4 pieces immortal, something like that, nice and tanky, bit of self-healing, decent into waves, decent into Griffin. I can see myself building this guy. Decreased damage all allies receive by 10%. The champion receives that damage instead. Okay, so definitely like immortal or maybe even regeneration gear actually on a Kafru then, if we're going to be using him for, you know, the roles that I just mentioned. Not bad. Not bad at all, man. Skrank, I already know and love this guy. Skrank was part of my very first Hydra teams, like on my main account. I'm starting to pull enough good guys now for Hydra. I can really start thinking about building like a Hydra B team and yeah, like getting 2 Hydra teams up and running, very, very nice. Attacks all enemies, 310 cooldown, 100% land rate, HP burn for a Void Champion, can't weak hit, very, very good. Also fills his attack meter by 15% if at least 1 enemy is hit with a crit. Self buffs as well with increased attack on his A2, which is also a double hitter. Very, very familiar with this champion. We can debuff on the A1 as well. Very, very good indeed. Increases champion's attack and crit damage by 5% every time a burn debuff triggers on an enemy. Stack it up to 25, man, so you can actually do some pretty reasonable damage as well over the course of a longer fight. Yeah. Very, very good, man. Very, very pleased indeed. And I tell you what, man, some victories in this poll session, man. The Supreme Kill on the free-to-play. Very, very good. Right off the get-go with that. Skrank, Kafru, and Shamil, honestly, even Ayla Lifeblade is actually pretty good as well. She's a very, very solid healer and debuff cleanser. Not debuff cleanser, debuff blocker on an A3 skill. Very, very solid champion also, you know, very, very good. Narox as well is not too bad. Pull from the Prism Shard pull, and then all kinds of rare champion revivers. And more Paragons than we can possibly eat in a day coming in as well from the Rebels. Very, very nice. All kinds of Faction Guardians as well, also getting slotted on in. Always love to see it, man. Progress by inches on a free-to-play account at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, man? Every little helps. Did we get any for the Orcs? We sure did. Guess we just go ahead and lock in the Skull Head into one of those slots. We can also start using Bellower as well as another Faction Guardian there. Amazing, amazing stuff, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did pull on your voids, I hope they were as lucky as mine on the free-to-play, man. And bloody hell do I need that after how terribly the Prism Shard pulls went on the main account recently. Thanks for stopping by, man. If you're looking to create a new raid account, man, and join me in my free-to-play adventure, then use the beginner promo link that is down below this video at the top of the video description box to create that new account, man, to get off to the crazy, crazy start that you see on screen right now, man, with all of this free stuff. Thanks for stopping by. And I'm going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.